Now we got somebody else from the east side, but he's not originally from the east side. AOF Niino, Bounty Hunter Watts.
You already know what's the deal. Me and the homie Niino came over here one time. Out of the Bounty Hunters, came over here to the phone one time. I was going this motherfucker. Feed the community one time, buy $200-300. What? Super rainy day. Lock it all the way in.
Hey, Khalid slapped that bit.
Now, his origins are the main point of the argument with AOF Niino. You know, I got a homie from Moreno Valley. He said he went to high school with him in Moreno Valley, at Moreno Valley High or something like that. He said he's well aware of who he is and where he came from. He said at that time he was hanging out with blood members as well in Nevada. But as we see, at some point, he's glued it together and has became a part of Bounty Hunter Watts' blood.
Trey B, steady pimpin' minors, he a weird creep. G29, big bleak, Washington Millie squeeze. Triple K, clothing when we slide, this ain't no Louis V. Bad bitch, trying to get near me, gotta send a feet. I'll be safe to stay with little baby, I ain't been a chick. So.
Now we kind of made a splash this year when he got into it with J-Bo. Now we know J-Bo has nothing to do with the politics down here. And I think that made situations arise for him down here. We know he went up there to Nightingale, took the street sign, did all that, was beefing with them dudes up there. But down here, some dudes from Grape Street was trying to get up on him. Real Watts baby. Now, somebody dropped his low. I heard some shit about Real Watts baby just slashing his tire. You know what I'm saying? But he was in a hotel or something like that. The Grapes was trying to have some words with this man. And his manager, Christopher Lovejoy, had called into the Grapes. Now, I don't know the full details about that whole situation. Some of it was muddy to me. You know, it said that they ended up getting his phone somehow. I don't know how they got his cell phone. You know, if they actually caught him physically and he ran and he dropped his phone. Those are the allegations, but it did seem like they got his phone. But again, that situation is still kind of murky. Nothing fully came out about exactly what transpired after that. Because after that, we seen him with DC Baby Draco pulling up to the Bounty Hunters, and the Bounty Hunters vouching for this dude, even with him being from Moreno Valley. He's also admitted to being from Moreno Valley. And that's one of them things, like I said, the same with King Pill, Aaron the Plumber. When you got something that seems to be unfavorable, you have to jump in front of it. Everybody knows, like I spoke many times, when you from out of town, when you know, and out of town is the Inland Empire, Lancaster, anywhere other than the city, people gonna hold that against you. We all know this. Regardless of how reputable you are, you know, somebody's always gonna say, oh, them nigga from Lancaster, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he had to get in front of that, and he did when he was at No Jumper by saying he's not from the projects. But the Bounty Hunter members do function with him, do rock with him, and he be over there with them. Now, the only key thing I have a problem with is the situation with him and 600. You know, the bad people. 600 is Lil Whack 100 to me and to a lot of people. Everybody knows this nigga's nasty, but when the feds came and dropped that indictment on you, and then he go up to the courtroom and he's in the courthouse and mean mugging people's families and sitting right checking out proceedings of somebody's court, hey, that nigga's a bitch. And I think it's bad discernment on AOF Niino's part to be rocking with him. And I know a lot of people say, you know, that's my business, worry about your business. All right, until you fall out with him and he in your courtroom sitting on the front pew looking at you go down. You can't trust nobody like that. And I think that's my only problem I have with Niino. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, him being from Moreno Valley, hey, they let him over there, they rock with him, that's Bounty Hunter business. I haven't seen no smut on his name. The situation between him and the Baby Lokes, that's also Bounty Hunter business. Those are main enemies, inevitably gonna be an issue. So I think that's normal in the field of play between Bounty Hunter Watts and Grape Street Watts. Nothing surprising. But just for aligning itself with Christopher Lovejoy in any kind of way, shape, or fashion, I wouldn't even have Christopher on my phone. I gotta give AOF Niino a pick. Like I said, no smut on his jacket. He seems to be outside. We know a lot of that he uses as self-promotion. He's trying to get himself on. You know, not gonna say the most impactful by far from Bounty Hunters, nowhere near it, but doesn't have too much smut on his name, man. I can't sit here and lie in front and just, you know, get down all the way on him just because he rocking with Lovejoy. I want to, but I gotta be fair and I gotta give AOF Niino a beat.